Thorny, obviously a narrow win last weekend. How's the week been?
Yeah, it's been a good week. It's been a shorter week, 6-day turnaround. So, yeah, we would have liked to have finished or seen that game through as far as an 80-minute performance. We're a bit disappointed around that. But credit to the Fijians, they're always going to be dangerous, and they're always going to be coming strong to the end. So good to have that. Good week of preparation. Like I said, 6-day turnaround, and coming up against the Melbourne Rebels, who have been in fine form.
The Rebels, as you said, a strong start. What do we expect from a team like that?
Yeah, they're playing some really good rugby. They're getting talked about a lot, and really good performances. And they're playing a positive brand of footy there, and we've got our work cut out for us down in Melbourne. They like playing down there, and so do we, to be fair. And it should be an entertaining game.
A few changes. Barney Thomas coming to the starting side. Can you explain that decision?
Yeah, well, obviously Teddy's, as he started out the first 4 games. But Kalani, he's a 20-plus cap halfback. I think this is maybe his 6th start. He needs to get opportunities as well. And we back out 23. And you saw him close out the game this weekend, and the strength of that is having that experience of Tatey to close out this game.
Having 2 Wallabies back in Hunter and Geordie, what do they bring to a team?
Oh yeah, well, they bring, I guess, some power and some ability there. Both physical guys, and it's good to have them back. And Geordie's been in some good form, and as well as Hunter, so we welcome them back. Yeah.
Another guy who's been unlucky but had a strong start to the season before broken hand, Isaac Henry. What do you like about Isaac?
Big pre-season, and trial form was strong, and got that niggly little injury. Luckily, it was a quick turnaround, and he's a powerful guy as well. He's a very good footballer, and we're pleased to have him back.
Francis will come to the bench and potentially make his debut. Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Really cool story of Francis. Hasn't come through academy, I think, out of club rugby, and doing a job there. Got an opportunity in the Challenger Series, took it. Which is what you need to do, he's guy came in, club rugby, he's 122 kilos. He'd be under 6 foot, but he's down around 114 kilo. Just that being in a program, getting some professionalness around him. He's been thriving. He's a very smart young man. Very intelligent, and he's a little compact little guy. He's reasonably quite powerful, and he's sort of like a natural footballer. He knows how to hit a hole, can give a good tip pass. He's got a bit of a league background as well, so that's sort of the story of Francis. Really good guy. And it's just what I love, those stories of those guys. Obviously, you have the academy, the factory, bringing them through. But I love the guys in club rugby. I love that, you do the business there. There's opportunities for you. And if you look at our squad, it's littered with that story, of different guys.
Seeing guys like Francis, Jake Upfield, Connor Anderson, who got an opportunity in the Challenger Series and Japan Tour. Must be good to see those Queensland rugby initiatives paying off. Just love it. Yeah, like I said, the academies, love them. So important. And then the player that's been at club for 5, 6 years, 3 years, 8 years,
you know, Connor Vest came to us, he's 27 years old, he's about to give it up and do building. You know, he gave him a phone call coming up from Sydney. So, you know, there's been so many of them. Scotty Malua was on the worksite when I gave him a call. He wasn't even playing, you know. So I love those stories because I feel like sometimes possibly in the past, you know, if you're playing club and you hadn't made those academies and all that stuff, maybe you thought that, you know, that there wasn't an opportunity or no one can see you. Well, I think you can say as a club rugby player, the last, you know, half decade now or so, we see you. If you front, you know, there's opportunity and there's real value because there's people who have been studying or they've been working and they've been turning up to the club for the love of the game, and there's a real gratitude and there's a real, you know, they're growing as men, and there's a strength to get, you know, guys who've been on the work site day after day, year after year, or, you know, in the city working or whatever it is. So yeah.
Finally, as a coach, what are you hoping and what are you expecting us to do well down in Melbourne?
For us to do well, mate?
Yeah. What do we need?
You know, an 80-minute performance is obviously what every coach is after, but for us, being you know, a bit more clinical, you know, around our game, wherever it is on the park, if we're exiting, if we're, you know, we're attacking in that, you know, that attacking half, around a set piece, whatever, just that really executing is a big one for us under pressure, and just hope, you know, you want to build a ruthlessness around. You get an opportunity down in that, you know, 22, you know, you come away with points. You know, you're coming out of your half. You know, you go about that, and you know, you have that execution of taking that pressure off whatever. So all around the park, that mindset of which we've, you know, been working on with our training, because you play how you train. Just trying to be clinical around everything we do.